Hey guys, today we're diving into a sneaky little beast that's quietly nibbling away at your 401k nest egg: hidden taxes. Picture this. You're sipping coffee on your dream retirement porch, but invisible tax gremlins are slipping cash out of your savings like pickpockets at a county fair. You've worked decades for that money, yet these silent thieves could shave thousands off your future without you noticing. You might be shocked at how much they're taking. Trust me, it's like finding out your favorite diner charges $5 for a side of air. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. Drop a comment with your city and time zone. I'd love to know where you're chilling today. We're about to unpack how these tax traps work and how you can outsmart them. Now, take a sip of water, breathe in deeply so we can begin today's story. You're strolling through retirement, imagining endless golf swings or cozy book nooks, but your 401k isn't as safe as it seems. Hidden fees lurk like uninvited guests at a barbecue, eating away at your savings. Think of management fees, those pesky 1 to 2% charges that sound small but compound like a bad habit. Over 20 years, a 1% fee on a $500,000 balance could siphon off $100,000. That's not pocket change. That's a new car or a year of travel. Then there's the expense ratio, a fancy term for, we're charging you to hold your money. Some funds hit you with 1.5% annually, while low-cost index funds might charge just 0.1%. You do the math, it's like choosing between a gourmet burger and a fast food patty. Ever hear of 12b-1 fees? They're marketing costs you pay so funds can advertise to new investors. Talk about paying for someone else's party. Check your fund statements. Those tiny percentages are like termites in your financial foundation. And don't get me started on trading costs. Every time your fund buys or sells, you're footing the bill. It's like tipping a waiter who keeps dropping your food. The fix? Dig into your 401k statements. Look for low-cost ETFs or index funds. You're not just saving pennies, you're guarding your future beach house. You're starting to see how those hidden fees creep into your 401k like ants at a picnic. But now let's talk about a bigger sting: early withdrawal penalties. Picture yourself, maybe 55, eyeing that 401k balance like it's a shiny new boat. You think, I'll just dip in early, no big deal. Wrong. Pull money out before 59 and a half, and the IRS slaps you with a 10% penalty, plus regular income taxes. Say you withdraw $50,000 early. That's $5,000 straight to the penalty gods, and if you're in the 22% tax bracket, another $11,000 vanishes. Your boat just sank and you're left with a $34,000 life raft. Remember that time you bought overpriced concert tickets and regretted it? This is worse. Exceptions exist, like buying your first home or covering medical emergencies, but they're as rare as a sunny day in Seattle. And don't think borrowing from your 401k is a free pass. You're loaning yourself money, sure, but miss a repayment, and it's treated as a withdrawal. Same penalty, same pain. It's like borrowing sugar from your neighbor, then owing them a cake. The smart move? Leave that 401k alone unless it's life or death. If you need cash, explore other options first. A side hustle, cutting subscriptions, or even selling that dusty guitar in the attic. Your future self will thank you when you're sipping margaritas at 65, not cursing a tax bill. You're now hip to the early withdrawal traps, those sneaky penalties that hit like a rogue wave, but there's another 401k tax monster waiting: required minimum distributions, or RMDs. You hit 73 and the IRS says, time to cash out whether you like it or not. They force you to withdraw a chunk of your 401k every year, based on your account balance and life expectancy. Sounds fair, right? Except those withdrawals are taxed as income. If your RMD is $40,000 and you're in the 24% tax bracket, you're handing over $9,600 to Uncle Sam. Worse, that extra income could push you into a higher tax bracket, turning your cozy retirement into a tax tightrope walk. It's like ordering a small coffee and getting charged for a venti. Forgot to take your RMD? The IRS hits you with a 25% penalty on what you should have withdrawn. For a $40,000 RMD, that's a $10,000 fine, enough to make you spit out your morning oatmeal. And here's the kicker. RMDs can mess with other income sources like Social Security, making more of it taxable. Remember that time you overfilled your gas tank and it spilled everywhere? This is Messier. You can soften the blow by planning withdrawals earlier or donating RMDs to charity if you're over 70 and a half. But you need a strategy now. Don't let RMDs catch you napping. Your wallet deserves better. You've just dodged the RMD landmine, but another tax trap is lurking in your 401k like a storm cloud on your beach day: tax-deferred gains. You've been stashing money in your 401k, watching it grow tax-free, feeling like a financial genius. But here's the catch: those gains aren't tax-free forever. When you withdraw, every dollar of growth gets taxed as ordinary income. Say your 401k grew from $200,000 in contributions to $600,000. That $400,000 in gains? Fully taxable. If you're pulling $50,000 a year in retirement at a 22% tax rate, you're forking over $11,000 annually just on that chunk. It's like buying a fancy watch only to find out you're renting it. And if you're in a high-tax state like California, add another 9%. That's $4,500 more gone. Remember that time you thought free shipping meant a good deal, then saw the hidden fees at checkout? Same vibe. The longer you defer, the bigger the tax hit, especially if tax rates rise by the time you retire. They're projected to jump in 2026 when current tax cuts expire. You can outsmart this by gradually converting to a Roth IRA, paying taxes now at lower rates. It's not sexy, but neither is losing half your gains to taxes. Start small, plan early, and keep your nest egg intact. You're getting wise to those tax-deferred gains, like spotting a shark fin in your retirement surf. But another sneaky wave is coming: state taxes. You move to a sunny retirement spot thinking you're set, but some states are ready to dip into your 401k like it's their personal piggy bank. 7 states, think California, New York, or New Jersey, tax 401k withdrawals as regular income. If you're pulling $60,000 a year from your 401k in California, with its 9.3% top tax rate, you're losing $5,580 annually to the state alone. That's a new roof or a European vacation gone. It's like ordering a pizza and finding out the delivery fee costs more than the pie. Meanwhile, states like Florida and Texas, they don't tax 401k withdrawals at all. Remember that time you moved apartments to save on rent, only to find a better deal across town? Same principle. Relocating to a no-tax state could save you thousands, but it's not just about packing bags. You've got to weigh living costs, healthcare, and lifestyle. Some retirees get blindsided, thinking federal taxes are the only worry. Check your state's tax rules before you settle in for retirement. A little research now saves you from a tax ambush later. You've navigated the state tax jungle, dodging those extra bites from your 401k, but now inflation's creeping in like an uninvited guest, spiking your grocery bill. You're retired, living off your savings, but rising prices can mess with your tax planning like a toddler with a marker. Inflation pushes your income needs higher, say from $50,000 to $60,000 a year just to keep up with 3% annual inflation. That extra $10,000 you pull from your 401k? It's taxed. If you're in the 22% federal bracket, that's $2,200 gone. Worse, inflation can nudge you into a higher tax bracket. In 2025, the 22% bracket for married couples tops out at $100,800. Pull too much, and you're suddenly in the 24% bracket, paying $2,400 more on that same $10,000. It's like buying a bigger coffee to stay awake only to spill it on your shirt. And don't forget, inflation hits everything: healthcare, utilities, gas, making you withdraw more, which means more taxes. Remember that time you budgeted for a weekend trip, then gas prices doubled? Same chaos. To fight this, you need a buffer. Keep some savings in inflation-protected assets like tips or diversify income streams. Planning for inflation now keeps your 401k from becoming a tax magnet later. You're feeling the inflation pinch, watching your 401k withdrawals get taxed harder? But here's a curveball you didn't see coming. Social Security tax traps. You're collecting your Social Security benefits thinking they're your safety net, but those 401k withdrawals can turn them into a taxable nightmare. The IRS uses combined income, your adjusted gross income plus half your Social Security, to decide if your benefits get taxed. For married couples, if that number hits $32,000, up to 50% of your benefits could be taxable. Over $44,000? Up to 85%. Imagine pulling $40,000 from your 401k to cover expenses, pushing your combined income over the threshold. Suddenly, $10,000 of your Social Security gets taxed at 22%, costing you $2,200. It's like ordering a burger and finding out the fries cost extra. Nearly 40% of retirees pay taxes on Social Security because of this, and most don't see it coming. Remember that time you got a free dessert, then saw it tacked onto the bill? Same trick. You can dodge this by timing your 401k withdrawals carefully, keeping your combined income low in early retirement years. Maybe live off other savings first. It's not glamorous, but it's like locking your doors before a storm. Keeps the damage out. You're now wise to how 401k withdrawals can make your Social Security a tax magnet, like a moth to a flame, but let's talk about fighting back. Smart moves can dodge these tax hits, keeping your nest egg plump. First, consider Roth conversions. You moved money from your 401k to a Roth IRA, paying taxes now at today's rates, say 22%, instead of 24% or higher later when tax cuts expire in 2026. If you convert $20,000 annually over 5 years, you spread the tax hit, avoiding bracket jumps. It's like eating a big meal in small bites to avoid indigestion. Another trick, time your withdrawals. Pull from taxable accounts like your 401k in low-income years, maybe early retirement before Social Security kicks in, to stay in a lower bracket. You could save $1,000 to $2,000 a year in taxes. Ever try haggling at a flea market and walk away with a steal? Same vibe, strategy matters. Also, look into qualified charitable distributions if you're over 70 and a half. Send RMDs directly to charity, skipping taxes entirely. It's like gifting your neighbor's annoying rooster to someone else. Problem solved. Work with a tax advisor to map this out. A good one's worth more than a fancy coffee machine. These moves aren't sexy, but they're your shield against the tax gremlins. You're armed with tricks to outsmart those tax traps, like a chess master dodging checkmate. But let's wrap this up with a plan to rest easy. Picture your 401k as a garden you've tended for years. Don't let tax weeds choke it. Start by reviewing your portfolio yearly. Those hidden fees we talked about, like that 1% management cost, can still creep in like dandelions. Swap high-fee funds for low-cost index funds. Think 0.1% instead of 1.5%. That alone could save you $5,000 a year on a $500,000 balance. Next, map your withdrawals like a road trip. Pull from taxable accounts first, maybe in your early 60s, to keep your income low and dodge Social Security taxes. Roth conversions? Do them in small chunks, $15,000 a year, say, to stay under higher tax brackets. It's like packing light to avoid airline baggage fees. And don't sleep on state taxes. If you're in a high-tax state like New York, consider a move to Florida or Nevada, where your 401k withdrawals won't get nibbled. Remember that time you found a coupon for your favorite diner? Planning now is your coupon for a tax-light retirement. Consult a financial planner to tailor this. It's like getting a custom suit that fits just right. Your 401k is your lifeline. Guard it fiercely. As the sun dips low, casting golden hues over your quiet porch, you can almost feel the weight of those tax worries lifting, like leaves carried off by a gentle breeze. You've walked through the maze of hidden 401k taxes, fees that nibble, penalties that sting, and rules that surprise like unexpected guests. But now you're not just surviving. You're building a retirement that feels like a warm embrace, a soft blanket on a chilly evening. Every step you take, checking fees, timing withdrawals, or exploring Roth conversions, plants a seed for peace of mind. You're not chasing wealth for show. You're crafting a life where mornings are slow, coffee is savored, and your savings stretch to match your dreams. Let the IRS play its games. You've got a plan, a map drawn with care. Sit back, watch the stars emerge, and know your nest egg is safer tonight. With a little foresight, your retirement can be a story of calm, not chaos. And as you drift into tomorrow, whisper to yourself, I've got this.